Welcome to the BA Coaches Show, where we talk all things Nebraska sports all the time. Interviews, breakdowns, rants, and more. Expect it all from the Nebraska diehard, Coach Ben Audi. Make sure you click the like, subscribe, or follow button and enjoy this conversation about our beloved Nebraska Cornhuskers.
Welcome to this episode of the BA Coaches Show. You guys already know the deal. You may be wondering, oh my goodness, why is Coach BA coming in here so crazy, so amped up? It's because Nebraska football is finally here, and Nebraska football's back, baby! All right, I am slightly kidding, but hey, we looked good yesterday, didn't we? Nebraska football looked real good yesterday. Yes, I understand it's UTEP, but we'll get into it all. We will get into it all. Let's get into today. Let's just get right into it. What are we going to do today? I'm going to talk about just my game day experience. We're going to kind of recap the game a little bit. We're going to do the Coach BA breakdown. I'm going to tell you guys what to expect from me now that we're in the season. Then we got our announcement of the wake-up streams that if you paid attention, you were a part of on Saturday. I made that decision on like 30-minute notice, and now they're permanent moving forward. But with that, let's talk about the game day experience. All right. I have got to be real with you. I was blown away by how much fun I had on Saturday yesterday. So I drove up Friday night, went to NBNR Podcast Live, got to see Redcast Rob, got to see Ken from Generation Red. Obviously, I hung out with all the No Block, No Rock guys. First time meeting all of them in person. So that was so cool, hanging out with them and all that. They had a great live show. It was cool to be a part of that. Very interactive thing. Super cool. Drive to Lincoln after all that. You know, hang out with my brother and his friends or whatever. Look at this. And then I go over to the game. So I also should say, wake up at like 6:30. We're just listening to game day songs, like just getting hyped up. It was a good time. Went and tailgated with Mike from No Block, No Rock. That was a lot of fun. Got to hang out with him, meet some new friends, get some new faces. That was really sick, man. That was so sick. And then when I get to the stadium, some things got moved around. Look where I'm sitting at. Boom. Perfect seats, man. Perfect seats. That was awesome. I was sitting right in the south end zone. I usually don't sit there, but just it got some things, and that's where I ended up sitting for this game. That was so much fun. I was real close. I got a video I'd like to show you guys. Look at this video I got. It's one of my favorites that I've taken. Yeah, you're in there. I've gotten a couple videos of touchdowns in the past, and that might be my favorite one that I've gotten, if I got to be real with you. But kind of going just game day experience. That was honestly the game day atmosphere in Lincoln this year felt different. Like it felt so greatly different. I'm saying that in a positive way. It really did feel different to me. Like it seems like there's some real energy behind this team in 2024. I got nervous before kickoff, right? All the people around me know. Like I was like, oh God, I just hope we win. I know I said I wanted to win by so and so much, but like, now I just want to win. I can't. Georgia Southern scarred me, right? I got to be real with you. It was super hot. But the stadium was packed, and I could be wrong on this. Okay, so you can feel free to correct me. This is just my personal experience. That was the loudest I've seen it for a group of 5 school. Yes, I know it was a season opener, but I think it's just the energy of everyone believing in this team. I really do. That was hold on, let me move my PlayStation controller. Sorry about that. PlayStation controller sitting in the background is bugging me. That was as loud as I've seen it for a group of 5 game, and I think it's just the belief that we all have in this team. Matt Rule has reinvigorated this program before we've even seen the results, and that's just so awesome to me. So getting to what happened to the game. Nebraska UTEP won the toss, they deferred, so Nebraska gets the ball. Open up the season, we get the ball, so we get to see Dylan right away. Could that drive have been any better? I don't think so, right? 12 plays, 72-yard drive, took 6 minutes off the clock. It ended in a split zone play. Counter looking, but it was just split zone for the first points of the year. But Dylan made some good throws along the way. Then the black shirt defense comes out and gets a 3-and-out. You guys are going to see that in the video. I do a breakdown on that last play. Nebraska offense did struggle for a little bit in the first quarter. Had turnovers on downs, a 3-and-out. UTEP drove down and scored off. They caught us off pace, I think, a little bit with the tempo, but that was the only thing they put together all day, right? Nebraska put together a big drive with the red zone, and then it ended in a red zone fumble, which was not very that's when I got nervous. 7-7, and then we fumble in the red zone. I'm thinking, oh, not again. Well, the other plays I gotta show you guys. Oh man, Ty Robinson made a huge play for the safety. I just realized that screenplay that I talked about, that's something I need to mention to you guys. The screenplay that I talked about, you're not going to see that on this channel. You need to go check out Generation Red podcast. They're doing their own BA breakdown segment, and I gave them 2 original plays. So I did break that play down. I just forgot. It's not going on this channel. So you're going to have to go there to check that out. Okay, fair enough. But man, just kind of finally like recapping this game, like after that big touchdown, it was just the blowout we've wanted to see for a long time in Nebraska, have we not? Like even the games against not good teams, like last year, what 28-7 or 28-14, whatever it was. Like when was the last time that third quarter we were able to start emptying the benches? Something I took away right away was how much fun our sideline was having. All the dancing. And hey, yeah, the stadium was emptying a little bit early, but I can't be real. I'm not going to be mad about it. I stayed, but like I'm not going to be mad about like we're up 40-7. The crowd brought it. Like I said, that was as loud as I've seen it. That first half was as loud as I've ever seen it for a group of 5 opponent. Like it's insane. I'm very happy with how this game went. Jokingly on all my social media pages, and I texted almost every non-Husker fan I know and was like, have you heard the news? And they're like, whoa, what's up? Or they'll send me question marks. I'm like, Nebraska's so back. Yes, I am half kidding. But how long has it been since we've seen a good-looking offense like that? Let's be for real. How long has it been since we've been able to pull our starters in like the third quarter, right? Nebraska hasn't won their home. Nebraska has not started 1-0 since 2019. Think about that. At halftime, we were about 80 yards short of our season yardage highs from last year. The biggest stat that came away to me was Dylan having 192 yards at halftime. And last season, we never hit 200 passing yards total. So he was only 8 away. He ended with 238 and basically playing 2.5 quarters. That's crazy. And the biggest takeaway I have from this game, if you guys want the complete and honest, utter truth, is I do feel a little bit differently about this year now. Am I going off my 7-5 prediction? No. Like, I stand by it. I still think that's realistic. But by different, here's what I mean. Do I feel this year's different than what we've seen in the past? Yes. We're going to go bowling this year. I believe that from everything in my being after seeing that now. I think you can convince me this team's going to win 8. I think they have an outside shot to win 9 now. I wouldn't predict 9 wins just yet, but I'm willing to concede to you right now that it is not out of the realm of possibility. Dylan blew me away. I'll show you on one of those throws. You guys, oh man, one of the film breakdowns we do have is one of Dylan's, the throw to Jamal Banks right before halftime is ungodly for an 18-year-old kid. I want you to think about something for a second. An 18-year-old kid, as a freshman, as an 18-year-old, is a better quarterback than anything we've had in over a decade, probably, just throwing the football. right? And I'm not trying, like, I loved Adrian Martinez, but like he wasn't throwing the football like this. He was obviously using his run game quite a bit, and he was great. But like quarterback throw, oh man. So here's my thing. I do see like the revamped wide receiver core looks real good. The running game looks really good. It was UTEP. And that's something that keeps getting pointed out to me in my jokes. And I understand it's UTEP. But my point of saying Nebraska is going to have a good year has nothing to do with UTEP. My key takeaway is look how different we looked. How much fun did we have on the sidelines? How hyped up were we getting? We were throwing the football, making good decisions, making crazy explosive plays. And Nebraska let their foot off the gas early, obviously, because it was a blowout. Even with a bad first quarter, we put up 40 points in a game where our starters played 2.5 quarters, basically. I'm just saying, man. No matter what you think of the opponent, whatever, to me, it was very obvious that the quality of the offense has gone up. The play calling, our offensive concepts, and obviously the execution have shown huge improvement. And that's not just something situational. Those are things that carry over game to game, no matter the opponent. That's what I want you guys to realize is the things that I saw on Saturday. And now that I've rewatched the game 1 or 2 times, rewatched the full thing once, and then kind of skipped around a second time. Those are the things that translate no matter who the opponent is. So no, am I changing my mind saying we're going to win 9 or 10 games? No. But I can say we're going to go be able to compete against good football teams. We're going to be able to go beat good football teams. We're going to compete with great teams. We're going to beat good teams is what I'm saying. So I think 7-8 wins is still realistic, but now I feel even stronger about that. I just feel so good. It was a fantastic game. Dylan was doing things that we haven't seen. So you guys might remember this. I was saying that Dylan about checking in and out of things, and this is just me kind of just being a jerk. People were telling me on Facebook and on Twitter, I was getting DMs on Twitter telling me that like I don't know what I'm talking about. Matt Rule would never let a quarterback, let alone a freshman quarterback, check in and out of plays. And I said, guys, high school quarterbacks do that. Like, what are we doing? I want to show you a clip from Matt Rule just to, if you still think that Dylan Raiola isn't making pre-snap decisions, just look at this.
The best one was he three-way checked. He three-way checked the long run by Emmett, right? Like he checked it and then they kind of moved and he checked it back. And so then he checked it again and got us to that run. So like when you have a freshman that's checking and reloading things, that's an unbelievable job by Sat.
I'm just saying. The only reason I played that was to kind of pat myself on the back a little bit because I just got tired of people that don't know football tell me I don't know football. So I just want to throw that out there for you guys. Let's get into this little film breakdown. Something I want to throw out for you guys. Remember, I got 3 plays on this channel. I got 2 plays going on Generation Red tonight. You guys go check them out live. They got a great show. But every Sunday night, they're going to be posting 2 plays as well. 1 offense, 1 defense. I got 3 total here. So before we get into this, I kind of want to mention Nebraska schematic-wise kept this very simple, very vanilla. I think we only opened up like 15-20% of our playbook, both sides of the ball. We didn't do any crazy stunts or blitzes. Offensively, we kept it very vanilla, which we executed so well. We didn't need to do anything crazy. Really, we kept this so vanilla, and that makes me even more excited for this season. That's what gets me more excited. We just put up 40 points and we didn't run anything crazy. We just ran our basic playbooks, all of our base plays. So a lot of these film breakdowns is going to be more about how talented we are as opposed to the typical, like, I still talk a little bit of scheme, don't get me wrong. But I just want to prepare you guys that a lot of this is more like, look how good we just did this. So with that, let's get into this film breakdown. We're going to start with the first touchdown of the game. All right, so we got the first clip here for Coach BA breakdown. We got 1st and goal. It's time to get a little bit heavy in the 12 personnel. Remember, I kind of taught you guys about 12 personnel the other day. If you don't know, we got 1 running back, 2 tight ends. Okay, we're going to show our jet motion, especially anytime we're going to see jet motion inside the goal line. All we're trying to do here is get this defender out of this space. UTEP doesn't know this, but this is where we're trying to run the ball. We're trying to run the ball right there. So we're trying to get him this defender out of there. Get bodies out of the way. So something you may notice watching this play, why do we not block number 6? I think that's number 6. Why are we not blocking this guy if we're trying to run the ball here? Well, pay attention. This is what we call split zone. This is just a beautiful, beautiful split zone play, and this is exactly how you draw it up. This is exactly how you game plan it. Like I said, we get that defender out of there. They did exactly what we wanted them to do. They could have maybe just bumped a guy out, but nope, we knew what they were going to do. They get it out of there. So with this split zone, every indication shows we're running right. To the right now. Sorry. Double rights is throwing me off. Every indication, if you're watching the offensive line, if you're watching Dylan's turn, because as you see, boom, that's showing run right. Thomas Fidone is the only thing that's not showing that we're running right here. Look at the offensive line. Boom, it looks like we're running inside zone to the right, does it not? Looks like we're running inside zone to the right. But, boom, inside zone on the kick out. Split zone is what I meant to say. So, show to the right. Everything's flowing right. We leave the overhang or the force player here. Boom. Knock him out. Fidone does a great job here. But look at this. It shows run to the right. As soon as he gets to the line of scrimmage, he's cutting that thing left. We're splitting the defense here. That's why it's split zone. Look at this. Look at this. Once everyone starts taking those steps right, look at those backers. Look at all their eyes. Where do they think we're going? They're following. And then it's just one cut. Dante does a good job getting to the line of scrimmage, showing right. Look at that wall, though. We did such a good job selling that. Fidone, beautifully blocked. So if you watch my breakdown, that'll be on Generation Red tonight. I talk about how we teach this for the ball carrier. Just going right off his butt. You know you're going to be going. Here's how I've taught split zone as a running backs coach. Here's how I taught it. You're going to be going inside or outside of your tackle's butt here, but you're going to try and cut right off this guy. Whoever your split zone guy is, whoever your kick out guy is, you're going to be teaching your running back to go right inside of him. Boom. Right outside the tackle, inside your kick out guy. And we did a great job. Look at that hole. Again, the big reason that hole was there was because of Jalen Lloyd being in motion. But, man, that was a beautiful, beautiful split zone play. I love split zone. Here, I'll play it for you guys in full speed. You guys can get a look at split zone. But, man, I love split zone's one of my favorite plays, and we ran it really well on this play. Boom. There we go. That's the first play. So I'll just tell you the second play right now that we're about to break down is 100%. There's not very much scheme about it. This is just, oh my God, Ty Robinson is a full-grown man. Okay, so this clip right here is how you pretty much are going to defend any sort of read option. My Lord. So Ty Robinson is the read key here, right? That means that's who they're reading. That is who they are not blocking. That's all that means, right? We're in our typical 3-3. I guess I should point that out. But this isn't really a scheme breakdown. To me, this is just, oh my God, look at Ty Robinson. Okay? It's completely unblocked. One of the best defensive linemen in the Big Ten, one of the best linemen, NFL type guy. You're going to leave completely unblocked. Look at this get off. Look how far ahead he is before any of these offensive. Oh my goodness. Just take a look at that. He comes flying down. Still they're trying to run a read option play here, right? That's why everyone's going down. Here's what I'll tell you. They're trying to read him. The biggest way to shut down 99, I can't think of a run scheme off the top of my head, but I'll just say 99% of run schemes. Best way to shut that down is penetration. What I mean by penetration is to get these offensive linemen going backward or get a defensive lineman or a linebacker. Penetration, just getting through this wall, getting through here, making the plays happen back here as opposed to at the line or on this side of the line. Make everything happen back here. So penetration is what shuts this down. Not only does Ty Robinson get penetration, Mekhi Bayer also gets penetration. Look at him as well. Look at him fly through there. Mekhi had a great game yesterday. Ty Robinson had a really good game as well. This is the play that I believe set us apart. Like I said, this isn't necessarily a scheme breakdown. This is just a look at Ty Robinson, look at Mackay for the safety. This is the play that changed all the momentum. Because remember, UTEP had drive as in couple plays, and they hit the big pass. But look at that. Look at that. If the quarterback kept that ball, he's getting both. He's tackling them both. Do you understand that? He played that perfectly. He took them, but that is exactly how you teach that. You're unblocked, you squeeze, try and take out both. But Mackay Bear does a fantastic job getting in there as well. Boom. Look at that. That's just fundamental Tony White defensive football. Fly, get penetration. Boom. That is exactly what Tony White wants here. I'll play the clip at full speed for you guys. That's a very short clip I'm going to do for you guys, but I just wanted to show off Ty Robinson today because my Lord. Good luck leaving him unblocked. Yeah, man. Ty Robinson is a full-grown man. We already know that. Let's get into this last clip, and then we're going to get ready to get out of here. Dylan Raiola, you guys already know this guy can throw the crap out of the ball. This is a big one. I can't even hype this one up. You guys already know what play I'm showing you. Boom. This clip right here should just be titled Dylan Raiola is just Dylan Raiola. That's all it is. Jamal Banks makes a really good play here as well. This is just a play I kind of want to show you guys. This is our shot play. This is our, hey, we're going to get off one more play here before we're going to try and kick a field goal. UTEP stays in their kind of 3-3 type look. They're basically just trying not to give up a touchdown here. Schematically, if I was the UTEP defensive coordinator, or if I was calling their defense right now, it would just be, look, at this point, you're probably giving up a field goal. Even tackle them in bounds, it doesn't matter. You're probably going to give up 3. You just don't want to give up 7, right? So that's all they're going to do. They're going to bring their 3. They'll give up any little check down, any whatever. But Dylan Raiola decides this is going to be our shot play. He knows where he's hitting. He has identified the mismatch. He uses his eyes, try and keep that safety in the middle of the field. He already knows. You want to know how I know he already knows? Because he didn't even really look. By the time he literally just turned and threw that thing. So that was pre-snap. That's all pre-snap. But look at his eyes. So here, let me go. His goal here with his eyes, this took a lot of guts, by the way. This took some, not even guts, I'll just say it. This took some nuts by this kid to do this in your first collegiate game. Sorry, I didn't mean to go forward. This safety right here, the only thing that could really disrupt this play would be that safety drifting over and have it be a 2-on-1, right? So look what he does with his eyes. He keeps those eyes in the middle of the field to keep that safety towards his middle of the field. Then he turns real quick and throws that thing. Boom. That safety now has to come all the way over because he was at about the hash. Now he has to come from the hash all the way over. Does that make sense? Boom. But I just want to show this off for you. Look where that ball is placed. Look at, oh my God. I can't emphasize enough how impressive that is. I cannot emphasize enough how impressive that is. Yes, I also want to point out Jamal Banks does a fantastic job high pointing this ball. That's textbook high point drill. That's textbook. But oh my, Dylan puts this in a spot where Jamal Banks can get it, but nobody else. Maybe Jamal Banks doesn't catch that ball, but the defenders aren't intercepting it. You get what I'm saying? Like I said, he uses his eyes. It's very good footwork here. Boom. Crossover, steps into that throw. His, unique throwing motion with all the different arm angles. The reason this isn't a big scheme breakdown week for us, just because we kept it very vanilla, but oh my goodness, I just want to show off how great of a throw. I don't think you might not understand. That's an NFL throw as an 18-year-old kid. I'm not trying to like overhype or like I'm saying like that is an NFL throw. Do you get what I'm saying? Like that is a throw that gets you playing on Sundays. That's a throw that you'll see on Sundays. My Lord, we're going to play it once at full speed and I'll play it a second time. Just look at that. Here, I'll play it a third because I want to show this, but like, you know, look at the eyes. Boom, turn, launch that thing. That was all pre-snap. That's all pre-snap, baby. But man, this kid is insane. Touchdown. Dude, Dylan is so good. Dylan, I'm so excited. So just moving forward, before we wrap this thing up, here's what to expect from the BA Coaches Show. You guys already know we're uploading every single day. On Thursday mornings, if you do not know, Thursday mornings, we will be, just our Colorado preview. Thursday mornings will be our game preview. So this Thursday, we're doing the Colorado preview. We may do a longer episode. We'll see. I have heard, though, that you guys kind of like these between 25 and 35 minutes. So we're going to maybe try and do that and just upload more content. I think from what the feedback that I hear is that you guys would rather me post 2 or 3 30-minute episodes than 1 or 2 hour episodes and then just do clips throughout the week. So we're going to try that out, shoot for 25 to 35 minutes every week on these. I'm not offended. I wanted to give. We have grown so much. Now that it's officially September, I can say we gained like 258 subscribers in the month of August, which is mind-blowing, right? So thank you guys for that. We're going to keep on growing. But with that, we do got one more announcement to make. Every game day, we're going to be waking up at 8:30 a.m. Central Time. We're going to do a game day stream, just previewing and hyping up the game, just talking about college football in general, right? Thursday's episode will like kind of we're going to throw out, hey, here's some big games happening this week. And then obviously we're going to talk a shit ton of Nebraska, but game day streams 8:30. Last Saturday, I was the only one doing it. So I'll tell you guys, I woke up at like 8 a.m. and said, hey, let's just go live. I said I wanted to do a pregame stream. Let's do it first thing in the morning. So at about 8 a.m., I said we're going live at 8:30. So now from now on, no matter what time the game is, even for Colorado, when it's going to be a night game, 8:30 a.m., we're doing a pregame stream. We're going to be up at 8:30 a.m. talking college football, be about an hour or so, throw up some highlights from a Thursday game or whatever else. Sound good? You guys know what to expect. So make sure you go check out Generation Red. Go make sure you check out nbnrpodcast.com. Go to the blog section, Red Zone Reflections, written by me and Emily. I got to meet the other writer, Emily. She does a very good job on there as well, so shout out to her. But with that, as I kind of wrap this up, the last thing I'm going to do before we end the episode, I put out a hype video. So you guys have heard me talk about the Killigan song, The Cornhusker. I took some of the criticisms of it feels too like Hicks, like it makes sound like a bunch of old-fashioned Hicks. So what I did is I made an AI-generated version to modernize it and then made a hype video. Well, we got the clips and my buddy Mason helped me out and we put together this hype video. So I want you guys to check this out. If you're an audio-only listener, you're just going to have to listen to the audio. Just if you're an audio only and you have no want to go over to YouTube, then just listen to the AI generated version. This is an alt rock style version of the Cornhusker. But with that, this is how I'm ending the episode. So as soon as this is, done, it's over. So this is the last you're seeing of me. So as always, GBR and in rule we trust.
But there ain't no victims here. If we die, we die.
Come on, running, boys. Don't you hear that noise like the thunder in the sky? How it rolls along in a good old song from the sons of Nebraska. Now it's coming near with the rising cheer that will sweep all foes away. So it's all our ends. We are bound to win, and we're going to win today. Johnny Bender gold would just take that ball in hand, and with Benedict right in front of him, they would set sail for the land. Then dug into hustle on the court. You can hear it grow in the evening glow or the hush of early morn. In the state so fair, 'tis the very air that inspires us with a zest. That in any fray we will not dismay, but we'll do our level best. For Nebraska and the Scarlet, for Nebraska and the Cream, though they go through many battles, our colors still are seen. And so in contest and in victory, we will wave them for the team. And we'll always stir a Cornhusker, the Scarlet and the Cream. For Nebraska and the Scarlet, for Nebraska and the Cream, though they go through many battles, our colors still are seen. And so in contest and in victory, we will wave them for the team. And we'll always stir a Cornhusker, the Scarlet and the Cream.